Bonjour mes amis, je suis l'Allergie Canadien, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be trying something again new for the channel, and today we're going to be trying a mental health safe space session. Now this one is a little unique because really it's just something brand new and a lot of people can use a safe space but really don't know where to go. So I thought I'd give them a safe space to come to share stories, talk in the comment section, and just have people support them. Cause this is your safe space, and I want to remind you, you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. People suffer the same thing as you do on a daily basis, and they feel like they have nowhere to go to share their stories or anything. So without further ado, this is the Illogical Canadian Mental Health Safe Space. Here we go. So here, so basically what the premise of the safe space here really is just to really just share my experiences with mental health that you all can relate to, and really just take away from it and see what it is that y'all can really learn about me as a person who has mental health issues, as well as being able to share your own stories in the comments, so I can possibly read them off in future videos or just kind of relate to it on a level off, like not while I'm not recording. But again, if I ever share stories, I always will ask of your consent to share them, because I don't think I should share them without asking people first, because that's just kind of screwy. But anyway, let's just start off with the first episode of it, and let's just talk about it. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a 19-year-old male that has some issues with mental health. For starters, I have a form of autism that is called Asperger's, in which it is a high-functioning autism, and it really just screws us up in some ways, and it makes us different from everybody else. Now, the one thing that I have experienced, with Asperger's is a lot of bullying. And the way that I was being bullied and the lack of support from the resources that I was supposed to be getting help for, it just made my mental health, go downhill. And the fact that I had to go through that for so long, it absolutely hurts. Like you can't tell now because it's like 5 a.m. and I'm recording this. Also, as well as of how I managed to overcome it all, and well, not really overcome it all yet because I'm still in that process, but just gonna state where I'm getting better, but I still have trouble. Like, if you saw the first video, I talked about how I had a mental health relapse. I want to elaborate on that a little more, and I want to say the relapse that I had, that one was mainly caused because I had an anxiety attack. Anxiety attacks, many people have had them. I'm sure even you, yes, you, the point of watching this video, and just in a safe space that you don't know what to do. I'm sure you've had I'm sure you've had an anxiety attack. Sorry. Let me share my experiences with anxiety attacks, because the way that I've had them is absolutely insane. There'll be times that I'd even hide it from my own parents. Okay, I really don't tell my feelings to my parents, or really anybody in general. The only people I really tell are those that I really, really trust. Like, my anxiety attacks are so bad some days that I could just quiver up and die. Now, I should probably put a trigger warning in here because I know there's gonna be some people that, kind of take it a little too far and a little too seriously. But I just want to assure you, this is just for the sake of storytelling and for the sake of, sharing my experiences. So that way you all can relate on your own levels. No, and I'm okay, but just for the sake, I just felt like I had to get that disclaimer out, so that way that you all got the idea that I'm not, that it's not my current state, it does not revolve my current state, that is just these are just my experiences from past events. And back to the experiences, like, there were some days where I just would hide it from my parents whenever I had these, and basically, I basically was like uncontrollably crying in silence, as well as just like panicking, and just like the feeling of uselessness and everything. Felt like I was better off, just not existing. Like, it got that bad. Because it always made me feel that it was my fault that everything bad that's happened to me, it was my fault. Like a sense of guilt, it kind of always clouded my judgment about everything too. And it's just hard to, really cope with, and living with it sucks. And I can honestly say that I feel with each and every one of you that have really dealt with this, and I'm here for you. I'm not gonna abandon you. I'm not gonna say that it's your fault, because it's not. I want you to know that this is a safe space, and I'm here for you. You could tell me anything, whether it be in private or in the comments or anything. I got you. We're in this together, and everything's gonna be okay. I promise. Because that's the guy I am. I'm a guy that's upfront of everybody. A guy that's honest, but I also care. I care with every ounce of blood in my heart. Now, as weird as that may sound, coming from somebody that nobody even knows, it's okay. Because every YouTuber has said this every single time. Every single one. I'm sure at one point or another, everyone has shared a mental health story, or any story about anything that they've had issues with in the past. It's happened to everybody at least once. And some see it as as like a gimmick. They see it as some sort of a joke. They just see it as like, oh, it's a phase. Mental health is not a joke. Mental health is not a phase. Mental health is real. Where do you think the feeling of hopelessness comes from? Where do you think the feeling of basically just sadness, the feeling of panic, the feeling of fear, that all stems from mental health? I've had my days. I would uncontrollably get angry, and I would get sad like within like 30 seconds. And I remember one night I had one so bad in front of my own dad. And basically he got so scared because he didn't know what the hell was wrong. Where he called my mom because he didn't know what to do. I was frantically crying. I was basically feeling lost. I was feeling like in a state of unknown. keep in mind, I had two of my own friends at my house with me at the time. I'm sure they didn't know what the hell was going on with me. They had no idea. And I don't blame them. Like, not even I knew what the hell was wrong with me. But I just needed like some closure. And I can safely say like despite having that happen twice involving my parents like that, like it really just like gives you a whole other mindset of like, you know, what really happens inside of your head. And for those asking, yes, I did try to see a therapist twice. Did they both work? No. Why did they fail? Really? I don't know. I tried going, I tried going, I tried going. But the reason that I think, and I'm sure my parents could tell you the same thing, because of the fact that it just never worked, because of the lack of dedication to it. Like, it was always broken promises and whatnot. It was always broken promise after broken promise. I was like, but I don't need broken promises. I need reassurance. I need reassurance in my life. Like, I need to know what specifically is wrong with me. I need to know what I can do to get better. I don't need broken promises or lies or deception. I need to know. For, like, in 2019, you may have saw a different side of me, really. That's because I had a house fire. I was displaced from December of 2018 to August of 2019. I didn't know what, I was in a bad state then. And really didn't get fully better. It really still hasn't to this day. And despite it being all over now, I still haven't really gone over it. And, like, I'll say this, like, it was rough. Like, you know, having to go from one person's house to another, staying nights there, yada yada yada, until March, where I want to stay in a hotel most of the time. Like, really, the one thing of closure that I really got, what I really felt, you know, the most safe was in my own room, away from people. There are still times where I opt to stay the whole day in my room, only coming out to really just get food or get something to drink or use the bathroom. Better let my dog out. I still have that mindset sometimes. And I don't know why. Like, it's like a sense of like a lost sense of like a lost touch of reality or something. I don't know. I'm not crying, by the way. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around it, because not even I know. And I want to know. But it's not easy. It really isn't. Even for me, it's not easy. And what's it called? Trying to, you know, continue it without, you know, just without going too far and getting the video taken down by YouTube TOS. Because this is something that shouldn't be taken down, because this is a safe space for people to come to and just share their stories and be comfortable and just relate, because everybody needs a safe space. I know there are hotlines. I know there are friends and family, but like they can also act as safe spaces. But I want to give a community sense of a safe space. I want to give a more community-wide sense of a safe space, because I think that's the best resource of all, is having someone who cares on the internet to, give you that safe space where you can just relate to somebody else as you're struggling and you need that closure in your life. Like, I'm gonna try to wrap it up here by just saying, again, you're not alone. You're not, you're not by yourself in this. Don't feel like everything's your fault, because it's not. You're beautiful inside and out. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. You are beautiful and people love you. No matter what, people love you and people will always, always, always be there for you, even through the darkest of times. Like I said, if you want to share your stories in the comments, go ahead and do so. I would love to read through every single one of them, and I want to relate to them on a level. If you want your story shared, by all means, just let me know if I could share it too. I'll ask permission as well, but just let me know. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's mental health safe space session. For you guys who are listening in, if you enjoyed it or you related to it on a whole other level, then give it a like, leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. I don't know how much it helps you, but it does help me. And I know different topic. Like I said, I'm trying to experiment with new topics to talk about that, or just to make videos on. But I figured this will be a nice way to kind of start with that. On the last video, which you saw, which is about weather. I don't know what the next video is gonna be yet, but you'll know when it comes out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Au revoir.